All right, folks, good morning. Okay, let's get started here. So for today, Wednesday the 18th, we have the following information. Unemployment claims came out already as expected, 245,000. Expectation was 246. We have building permits, which came in lower than expected, and housing starts came in lower than expected. These are not important reports, however, but worth noting. At 2 p.m. Eastern, we'll have the federal funds rate, which is the most important event of the day and of the month and of the quarter. And we'll have FOMC economic projections and the FOMC statement. Then at 2:30 p.m., we'll have the FOMC press conference. Now, with that being said, you should not trade during this time at all. So in other words, all of your trading should cease um, just before 2 p.m. Eastern, and that should be it for the rest of the day. All right, having said that, let's take a look at the markets. So as of right now, overnight we were slumping lower, but as you can see, we've gapped back up to where we're opening slightly above where we closed yesterday. Yesterday's action was bearish, with the markets factoring in the possibility of further escalations in the Middle East with Iran and Israel. Having said that, we were able to locate some stocks yesterday, but I was not able to put out any alerts, unfortunately. But ARM was one of those stocks which performed pretty well, and obviously some people were able to catch that move. All right, that being said, let's take a look at what's moving in the pre-market this morning and see what we got. All right, so first of all, we have APVO, which is presently up 126%. 14.4 million shares is at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. The symbol again is APVO. Sorry, give me 1 second. There it is. Okay, APVO. All right, next up is EKSO, which is presently break even, so we can skip that. Next up is HOTH, which is presently up only 2.3%, so not enough, so we'll skip that. Next up is IMNN, which is presently down about 13%, but it's under $1 per share, so we'll have to skip that one. Next up is INVZ, which is presently up 12.73% on 1.3 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that INVZ to our pre-market watch list. Next up is, well, I'll just check where it's at. NVIDIA, I know this hasn't moved enough. Okay, only 0.24%, so nothing big there. Plug Power is next. That one is presently up 2.29%. Next up is RBNE, which is presently down 25.39% on 2.1 million shares. Of course, it's at least $1 per share, so we'll add RBNE to our list. Next up is RELI, which is presently at 55.3% on 20.5 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add RELI to the list. Next up is SAFX, which is presently up 36.5% on 7.3 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add SAFX to our list. Next up is SNTI, which is presently, that's only up about 3.6%, so not enough, so we'll skip that one. Finally, we have, actually, that's it. Okay, so that's all the symbols that I see so far. I'll add them to our chat. And if you folks see any other stocks meeting all four of our criteria, other than the ones already mentioned, let me know in the chat. We're looking for a NASDAQ listed stock trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session. It must have achieved currently at least a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative, and at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume. All right, so LSE is mentioned. That is 66% up on 11.9 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add LSE to the list. Next up is BDRX, which is presently up 44.42% on 31 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add BDRX to our list. And let's check out GOVX. That's currently up 17.78% on 4.9 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we can go ahead and add that GOVX to our pre-market watch list. All right, so that's about everything there. So please, we'll wrap up for today's pre-market pulse. Please be sure to like the video. I see we have 0 likes right now, but more than 0 people watching. So please be sure to hit the like button, which greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we produce a new video. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for those of you who are part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 20 minutes, and we'll pick up for today's session. All right, have a great trading day, folks, and remember to not trade during the FOMC statement, which starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Thanks, folks.